DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, I hope you're well. And it is January 2nd, beginning of a new year, so hope it really started all well for you. Today I'm going to chat actually about comic books. Yeah, I just in December finished a new one, and it's the last one of a series. Those of you who have followed my videos over the last 10.5 years. I mean, I've done videos longer than that, but 10.5 years ago in 2011, uh, with Tweetnes, we made the first um, Wonder Witch video, which was the beginning of a series of collaborations on superheroes, superheroines, and so on. And I just finished one. It took me, I was going to say, I took over about 2 years to do the last one. But just to chat quickly, I mean, like, it started off with the Wonder Witch, then there was the web series, which was uh, s- several videos about Supertweetnes with Baldy and the chef and so on. And then it became almost going to say more serious. I got into making actual comic books. And that was like the volume one, Super Tweetness, the comic book. And then we introduced Supernellybean because um, Tweetness's granddaughter at the time wanted to get into the superheroine business. So we created Supernellybean. And here was the beginning of actually a whole series, I was going to say, of a new superheroine, Supernellybean, with all the I was going to say the paraphernalia of superheroes. So there was uh, Tweety Knight, which was a Kryptonite clone. There was scientists that were trying to get past that and making um, different different materials that would rival the powers of our heroines. And they got to the point where they actually could. Of course, the heroines always managed to win, and there was always a very strong moral message, and about the power of friends, and so on, and not doing it always on your own, and that and that and that. The villains decided at one point that they needed a hit person, if we could call it that way, to solve the so-called Supernellibean problem, which was, as just mentioned, Supernellibean. And that's where there was also, uh, I was going to say, the consortium strikes back, where they really got into trying to destroy our heroines. And they almost did. It got, though, to become a very, very important rivalry between the main villain, which is the other granddaughter, um, and she created a whole character called Nightshifter. And Nightshifter created a whole new dimension to the comic book. This young lady brought all series of ideas with power cushions and invisibility and so on. And she brought another dimension to the comic book with her ideas. And so that created actually, there was a Supernellibean young heroine where we did have actually a lot of their rivalry, which then pushed it even further to pushed over the edge, I should say pushed, but yeah, where the young villain almost managed what she was out to do. Now, the last and probably final comic book was created in a way for I was going to say, in the eyes of the supervillain. So it's called the Nightshifter Chronicles. And it is, in a way, at first hand, a darker comic book because it has been created, like I say, in the eyes of the villain and how the villain actually hijacks the comic book to show her victories over the heroines. Now, of course, it doesn't finish that way. It does finish with good conquers evil. But there is a whole lot of stories in here where weakness of, not even weakness of character, but weakness of situations and sometimes solidarity or presumptions create a problem where our heroines get into big trouble. At the end, even our young heroine needed the help of others. So there's the whole solidarity thing that comes out. Now, there is a lot here actually in this comic book because it's 181 pages. So I'm not even going to try and read it to you or nothing. I'm going to clip on at the end a very, I was going to say a quick version, which you can pause and watch because I know actually that most people don't look at these comic books. They probably not really interested. But it's been a great collaboration, and this might be the last one actually because well, everybody is. I am running out of pictures, not out of ideas probably, but running out of pictures because these are all basically post-production Photoshop type work to create actually the whole thing. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy it as much as I did. And like I say, the last one is really in the eyes of the villain. Scary. Okay. You see, I'll be signing off now and I'll let you watch the rest of the comic book. Bye bye.